Hello and welcome to another edition of Sega Sundays. My name is Justin Towell and today we are playing the Saturn rarity Panzer Dragoon Saga. Now I'm playing this on a real Sega Saturn. I'm using the 3D control pad and we are about half an hour into disc 1. So the start is a little slow, so I thought we'd start here. I just found this enemy ship which seems to have crashed, and they're saying that they mustn't let the dragon fall into the wrong hands. So I wonder if I can go any further that way. Yes, I can go over it. Okay, good. So obviously this is Team Andromeda's, let's say, masterpiece. It's got random battles. It's a bit like Final Fantasy VII in that respect, although random battles all the way back to 8-bit era. I think Axe Battler on Sega Game Gear has random battles too. But this has got quite a unique system. It started off and it's done a terrible bite because I was in the red zone, which is the danger zone. So if I move around to the left twice, then I'm in the green zone now, so they can't attack. And they've moved again, so I have to keep moving into the green so I don't get attacked with this terrible bite. And I've almost got all of my bars filled up. There we go. So now I can attack with the dragon's lasers. Each time you attack uses one of the 3 modules there. That you store up or build up. Nice. Good fight. So it's got loads of detail on the dragon. This is a role-playing game then, using the Panzer Dragoon universe. Now, we've already covered Panzer Dragoon Spy on Sega Sundays here on my channel, and that was fantastic. So that was the first sequel to Panzer Dragoon, which was a launch game on the Saturn. It's fair to say that was quite a rush launch title. I think they all were at the time. So Panzer Dragoon Spy was fantastic. Really wringed the neck of the Saturn to get incredible visuals out of it. And then Team Andromeda set about making an RPG, and it was released in 1998. And the Saturn was right at the end of its life then, so they only released, I think it was 4,000 copies, and I bought one of them at the time. And of course I shouldn't have got rid of it. I've moved into the danger zone now, which is not clever at all. But there is a weak point. Right, so I can attack here with my gun on the weak point. That should finish that one off, almost. Let's try the laser. No, interesting, okay. Right, they're both weak there, but I'm going to see if I can do that. Yeah, so I did actually have this when it came out, and then I sold it, and then I had it again later, and I had to sell that to make rent. It's a real shame, but I have finished the game at least twice, I think maybe 3 times in my life, and I don't really want to finish it another time, unless they remake it, in which I'd give it a go. That was hardly a close call, come on. Although I haven't seen what my health bar's like. Anyway, so yeah, an incredible rare game. I am playing a real disc, but unfortunately it's only disc 1, which came with Sega Saturn Magazine. So I still got my, I think it's actually my own from Sega Saturn Magazine. I kept that and the Christmas Night disc. I think that was it when I sold my Saturn. I sold it with 18 games, including Panzer Dragoon Saga, to get a PlayStation 1 with F197. Unreal. So Panzer Dragoon Saga, when it's boxed, is now worth well over £600. Even this demo disc is worth quite a lot. Right, I don't want to attack that. No, I didn't need to attack that one, that's fine. I need to attack the weak point here. I'll get out of the way, because it can't attack you there. Right, let's try again. So I want to do the gun, and I want to target that one. Oh, it's got a lot of health. If you hold A, you can attack with your gun. I'm going to move out the way while I recharge. I do like the battle system, so it's part real-time and part turn-based. Okay, right, let's have another go. So, find the weak point, there it is. Fire away. Might get that with 2 more shots. No, I think there's going to be 1 more. Get out of the way. So I did get hit by the acid spray, but at least I wasn't in the real danger zone. So it's going to move back into the heavy danger zone now. And attack once more the weak point. And hopefully destroying that will destroy those. Yeah, it does. Great. So just like with Panzer Dragoon Saga, it's got superb, character design, enemy design, world design. The world building is great. It really does hold up as a whole world to explore. And you get this mixture of turn-based battles. There's always a passageway under a waterfall in every video game. If you ever see a waterfall, check behind it, there's a passageway. And you've also got these real-time exploration bits in the sort of world map. It's not quite a world map, it really is the world, but it acts as a world map, I suppose. But it is unfortunately very basic by today's standards. You look at the triangular walls, basically there's hardly any polygons used to make these environments. And the texturing by today's standards is pretty poor. Lovely water effect though. Not quite as impressive, I think, as the one from Panzer Dragoon Saga, although it must be based on the same effect because that is transparent. It's got fish in there. So the Saturn that famously couldn't do transparencies, actually, as we've proven on this Sega Sundays series, actually could do quite a lot of transparencies. It was there in Virtua Fighter Kids, Burning Rangers, loads of stuff. Right, move behind. Okay, I'm just going to attack. Gone, and I get 1 more in? Yeah. Yeah, great. But you see, the transparencies only extend to this water effect, I think, because it's doing something clever with actual 2-dimensional imagery. Whereas the waterfalls going into the water use the checkerboard effect, which didn't even look that good on a good TV back in the late 1990s. If you had a bad cathode ray television, a fuzzy one, then they actually looked pretty transparent. But playing this on a 4K screen, upscaled, it's pretty poor really. At least it's not all shimmery like a sort of mid-range TV would do. I think that the random encounters are a bit too frequent. Getting hit by spinal arrows. I better check my health actually. Right, that's okay, 281, that's fine. This might see it off actually. I like the way you can just hold down the button to attack. There we go. The detail on the dragon is superb. Again, it's got warping textures on the dragon's body, just like in Panzer Saga, which gives a really good skin effect. Really beautifully animated as well. Oh, you can access the fish, and it makes them jump out the water, that's right. Nice. Yeah. So, some moments of beauty, but it's not aged terrifically well, I think you'll agree. Ah, the Baldor Queen, that was another one of these. Right, let's see if we can just get an attack away here. No, it's going to spawn all the little flying things. The vile brood. But that's alright, I'm just going to charge it up to full. And see if I can take it out in one go. Let's get out of the way. There we go, and attack. There we go. 1. Oh, I attacked the wrong one. Should have been with A. disappointing. Right, and now I'm probably going to get hit because I'm sat in the red. No, it's alright. Yeah, a little bit. There we go. I really should just attack the weak point, surely. There we go, one more hit. That's it. Good. Down it goes like a sack of spuds. Pretty pathetic animation. I mean, the animation is great, but you know, the actual thing is pathetic, I mean. So, the item is the elixir miner, which gives you health back, and I think really I should take one of those soon. But I don't feel in loads of danger at the moment. What's this? Another. Right, let's take one then. So how do I do this? Show items. Elixir miner. There we go, we're 7 points off full now. And there was a berserk list. What was that? Show berserk list. Chain laser. Now, I wonder... See ability. At one point in the game you get to change your dragon's abilities and morph it in real time using a screen, and that's pretty spectacular, but you can't do that at the start. So we're just going to carry on. The game's starting to show its class now. That does look pretty awesome. And another waterfall to go in. Told you, every waterfall. Now these things allow you to save, and it doesn't remember where you saved it last time, so every time I have to select the cartridge back up. There it is. Nice. So this has never been remade, and I'm not sure why. I think Sega would have done well to just release this on Dreamcast instead of, you know, to a very limited audience in 1998 on Saturn, although it did carry on a lot in Japan. The Saturn was still popular in Japan, even after the PlayStation had won in Europe. But this is the PAL version of the game. I love the dragon's noises. It does give me almost goosebumps. It's great, isn't it? What's wrong? Oh dear, well, what's wrong is that that's not anywhere near the 3D environment. Oops. That's quite poor, really. I'm surprised that they let that get through QA. Definitely a bug. I don't know what's going on with this scene either. Oh, there we are. Something coming through the wall. Oh look, it's just like in Panzer Dragoon Spy. There's someone on a sort of curry eat kind of thing. Oh, that's nice, that is cool. And the transparency, look at that over the screen, beautiful. I think the Saturn could do something with two-dimensional transparencies, but much harder with 3D. I wouldn't be so sure, mate. Oh, you curry eat. Oh. Look at those textures. Very shaky. And it's not squashed at all, is it? Well, we've got his attention. Where? How many caves are there? Right, so this is the first boss, I guess. I guess you could call it that. Arachnoth. Great, look at that pulsating thorax, is that? Tentacles. Ew. Yeah, pretty gross. Right, so let's see if we can... Oh, we can't move around the back, okay. So I'm just going to attack with my laser. Hasn't got a weak point. So now I need to get somewhere safe. That's better. Oh, but I can get around the back of it there. Right, okay. So, if I go over here, if it turns towards me, I'll be able to get around the back, and I might be able to get in a couple of hits. Has it got a weak point? Yes, it has. Good. Attack with gun. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Nice. And every time it's turning to me, I'm making up my own, filling up my bars. So it's going to nip around the back once this is filled up. And hit it again. Oh. Oh, it's all red. Oh dear. I don't think there's a defensive... What am I going to do? It's all red. Nowhere to hide. Okay. Get around the back again. Okay, good. No, it's not letting me. So we can't go all the way around because part of it is locked off, presumably by the end of the canyon there. There we go, I'm going to get a shot away, yes. Nice. Still green at the moment. Good. So it's enraged. Oh, that's never good, is it? What's it going to do now it's cross? Right, go on, go on. Oh dear. Ah, I see. Now I can hit it. It's unconscious. Perfect. Right. Hit its weak point for maximum damage. Right, it's only got one energy bar left after this orange one. Yeah, it's come back. It's going to charge again. It's quite a good effect. Lots of debris there. Still doing okay for health. Almost there. 2 more would do it. No. Okay, well it's going to have to be this time or it's going to get me. Go. Oh, please let it be enough. Let's see. Is that enough? Go on. Go on. Yes. That was close. Oh. That's not pretty, is it? Yeah, good fight. I thought so. So we get 500 dine, which is money, and 58 experience points to level up our dragon. We're leveled up to number 4. We've got Phantom Slasher's Berserk. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes. Yep, that's my dragon.
なぜか言うことは聞いてくれるんだけど。
I think they would have done better just with a black shadow. I mean, it's easy to say now, isn't it? But
帝国と戦うだって。まさかお前もクレイメンの？ちょっと待てよ。人違いだって。クレイメンのなんかじゃない。俺はシーカーだ。シーカー？盗掘集団の？おいおい、人聞きが悪いな。俺たちが盗掘者なら帝国だってそうさ。あの宝の山が奴らのもんだって。誰が決めた？そのシーカーのあんたがなぜこんなところに？
now, I don't know Japanese completely, but it actually sounds like they're speaking in Japanese, and I don't think they are in Panzer Zwei. But that does sound like Japanese to me. Does he hurt his foot? Oh. He wants to ride on the dragon? I don't know.
Skiad Ops Gash って言うんだが。
Skiad Ops
ガチでいい。こう見えてもこの辺りの情報には詳しいんだ。遺跡のこと、構成生物のこと、何だって教えてやるぜ。
Oh dear. I suppose the dragon would just roast him if it didn't really trust him. And now we do get a world map. Now that's interesting. So there's the village of Canis, or there's the excavation site, not evacuation. And can't go beyond Canis, so that's where we're going to go now. I'm just going to play it for another few minutes, I think. Maybe we'll do a half-hour one of this one because it was a big game. And what are we looking at here? Has it been destroyed? Really hard to tell from this CGI. Still none the wiser. I think it's broken. But there's no fire. Yeah, it's definitely wrecked. Yeah. So the game does actually have some big emotional moments. There's quite a lot of emotional clout, especially later on. And it does that by building up the world and the characters, and it does actually make you care about them. But as time goes on, and you can kind of see the joins, it is harder to make that emotional attachment, whereas back in 1998 you would willingly suspend your disbelief. I think the problem I'm having with it now is that, in particular, the real-time 3D elements are so basic, it just looks paper thin, and it is hard to really care about the characters. Which is why I don't think I'll be buying it again. So I've owned it twice in the past, and it's nice to have this, you know, first disc demo. So we said we'd take him as far as Canis, but now he's going to stick with us apparently. Otherwise, who would you talk to, right? How would there be any plot exposition? Now you do get these nice sort of fireside scenes, which is quite cool. This in CG, but you do then get real-time bits where you can pet your dragon. I think if you pet your dragon enough, there's some kind of secret, but I can't remember exactly what that secret was. Huh. This really would benefit from a proper remake, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's very true. So it's interesting that they use their CG budget to actually have quite a lot of silence, to deliberately slow down the pacing of the game and let you be in the moment more, which is really quite clever in terms of that emotional attachment that they're going for. Huh, and the self-shadowing dragon, that's quite cool. Yeah, there is self-shadowing going on there. Very nice. Which they didn't do in real time, at least on Sega consoles, until, I think, Sonic Adventure 2. But interesting to see it here in 1998 CG. Sparks, very nice. Yeah, the Saturn's video codec is not great. I mean, we're not looking at a full screen video here, not by any means. And the resolution is low. I can see lots of different squares with colours in. Not quite as bad as the start of Virtua Fighter Kids that we saw, actually. The colour looks much better here. I suppose they had a couple of years to really get to grips with the video codec, but it would have looked better on a PlayStation 1, that is true. PS1 had much better full motion video. But this is good enough. Just about. On a small screen it does look quite nice actually. I'm looking at my monitor for capturing. Showing off the shadow look, even though it's just black. But then I suppose it would be because there's no other light source. Yeah, I know what's what. Right, so do we get to play again now? Presumably it would be the world map again. Or the fireside scene. Yeah, there's the camp, right, so Dragon's recovering. And it's got a sort of blue ring around the floor which shows where you can go. And you can't go outside that, look. Stay. Can you run? Yeah, if you hold B you can run. Let's pet the dragon. Oh, a name. Just call him Dragon. There's surely only one name that we can give a dragon. There we go. Nailed it. Nice. He's in a better mood than usual. Yeah, because he's got a name, that's why. Very nice. Collinwood. Scottish. Right, I think we're going to leave. Okay, I can tell you how to cross the desert safely if you give me a lift. Oh, I can say no. Interesting. I've always said yes before. Oh, you don't get a choice. That's not very good, is it? Come on. Right, he's a great navigator. Well, fair enough then. Oh, dear. Yes, okay, I'll talk to you. What I was saying about seeing the joins. Okay, right, crossing the desert. Okay. Underground. Yeah. Many ways. Tunnels, subterranean waterways, we just have to search. Okay, great. Quit. We haven't got time for all that now. Please, can we leave camp now? Yes, good. How are we doing for time? 31. Okay. We'll just see what the desert's like. I have a feeling I remember it's more of the, just like we did in the canyon. Well, I did before we really started this video. The worm lair. And that does look a lot like the original Panzer Dragoon, doesn't it? So yeah, more random battles. I think we'll just do a couple here and then we'll call it a day for this one. So, I hope you've been enjoying the Sega Sundays Let's Play series. Getting near the end of the first party Saturn games that I want to feature. There's a couple more I could do, but I think I'm going to move on to different consoles shortly. Okay, go around the front. And I think we're going to go for the Queen, don't you? The red one. I think if you take out the red one, anti-laser, but not anti-gun. Ha! Scatter, yeah, that's how you do it, see? Very good. More mackerel liquid. Very fishy. I know. Right. No, that's something else that you need a stronger thing for. There's a big thing. Big thing over there. Well, we know what to do now, don't we? Oh, it's different. Strider pack. Nice. Right, watch out for the ones with horns. I wonder if that means... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Because I think more come along, don't they? Nope. Nice, okay. So yeah, as I was saying, do let me know if there are any other games that you want to see. I'm sticking with first-party Sega games for now. But we will move on to third-party classics later. But I think we're going to go on to maybe Mega Drive or 32X next. I would just like to get over to that great big worm thing. Oh no, let's do this bit. This is the first boss. Well, second boss. Here we go. Right. It's a Latham. Now, I saw a real-life documentary recently, and there was something under the sea that looked exactly like this, but underwater. So I think that's probably where they got it from. I don't think it's the most disgusting thing alive. It looks like a reasonably attractive English knoll. I suppose it doesn't look very grassy up close, but at the time that looked absolutely huge. You know, we've been spoiled by today's technological amazingness, and so this doesn't look that cool, but on a Sega Saturn that was huge. And it's morphing very much like the environment in Nights into Dreams, which is pretty cool. And I'm just gonna... Now, how do you do it? Is it that you fire first with your laser and that reveals a weak point? I think if I move around, I seem to remember you reveal a weak point, then you can shoot it with a gun. And I've got to get out of the red. No, scalding breath. Surely that's seen me off. No. Okay. Right, now there should be a weak point. But I'm not seeing it, are you? We don't scalding breath again. I think I'm going to have to hold C now to use my last go to heal up. 500 or 200. I think 500 just to be safe, because it's going to hit me now. And there is no way to avoid it. But I think if I go around to the front now, I might be able to expose a weak point. There it is. There it is. I told you so. Okay, and again, can't select it normally. There we go. Beep. And I think it sort of heals and closes up. But it's preparing for a big attack, certainly, because, yeah, it's scalding breath. But that's alright, as long as that stays open, I'll be able to see it off with this next charge, I think. 184, and we've got 92 left, so I do need to heal up. I only got Elixir Miners left. So we're good for one more hit. And is that enough? Go on. No, we need at least one more after this, probably two. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Ah! Oh no, and it's moved. Of course it's moved. A dastardly thing to do. Right, so you just got to attack it from different angles and try and find the red bit again. There it is, right, okay. Just need one more. No, scalding breath. Don't let it be too hot. That was a big hit. Oh, down to 16, oh my goodness. Right, okay. I should be able to finish it off though if I attack with the gun. Yeah, one more. Gosh, that was close, wasn't it? That was close. But that should be it for the Latham. I don't know why we couldn't just fly away from the Latham. I mean, it's hardly going to chase us, is it, once we get out of the desert? Yeah, it was a close call. But again, I don't know how you're meant to avoid the... Oh, it's a Holy Sphere on Berserk. I'd like to try different Berserks. But yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to avoid it when it's all red like that. Ah, and a classic Panzer Dragoon worm thing. Very nice. Okay, right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. This has been quite an epic Sega Sundays, but have a look through the playlist. We've had some really cool Saturn games and Dreamcast so far. We've had things like Panzer Dragoon Saga. That's how you get in the tunnel. We've had the House of the Dead and things like that. So yeah, take a look around if you haven't seen them, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care until next time. Cheers.